Alright, welcome back to the XCOM Files version 2.6. We're going to go ahead and just jump right back into the game. We've got this mission here. I know we're wanting to send a car. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's nighttime, so I'm just going to pause patrol. See here, eke out a little bit of daytime, and head on in. Boom, cult apprehension, Black Lotus. Generally, these Black Lotus guys, who are the Scrubbos, have melee-only type deal. So I'm going to create that template. Apply to both. Looks like we need more Glock clips on this car. Something I'll have to fix after the mission. Hit him with the round robin. What we got here? Probably somewhere in here. Probably maybe even back here. I'm just going to duck behind, because we are looking to take this person alive. Door opened. Peek around this corner here. Alright, so they almost certainly opened this front door. Not this one, but mainly like this one. Maybe? Internal door. Ah, here. Shoot through the wall. Nope, indestructible. Gun's not strong enough. Great. So we'll just breach the building. Oh, here he comes. Let's see here. Baton throwing knives. That's enough to just insta-kill my guys. So we're just gonna... Holy crap. It's a bullet sponge. We'll take him down. Throwing knives. They have piercing on Kevlar. Not risking my guy's life to just rush a guy with throwing knives and a baton. It's not worth. So we can go here. I think that was car 2. Glock, yeah, only 4 clips is way too much. Or way too little, mind you. Only put 4 clips. It loads them, so if I have 4 clips, the reason I only had 1 spare was because it loaded 1 clip into each of the 3 Glocks, so I guess I could have popped the mag out of that spare Glock, but then it wouldn't be good for tossing. Oh, this is exobiological contamination. This is not normal, but I've had this happen. Sometimes I get the exobiological contamination missions like immediately. This might be an insta-abort. I definitely need the pump shotgun if I want to have any chance of taking something down in one shot. So we'll send the public car from Europe. It's daytime at least. Let's see here, the little music change. That's another thing. The music does signify what you're facing on the map, so there are a lot of times I will just recognize from the score, the track in the background, exactly what I'm about to encounter in a mission. Okay, yeah, that's about what I expected. Abominations. Drop a save. And get this guy. Yeah, okay. So, take a look over here. Okay. It looks like for the now, these are the only 3. I'm willing to stay and fight. For the one sole reason that this is a human with a hunting rifle. This will actually be able to take these down, and if the human dies and drops the hunting rifle, we're going to get it early. Okay, that was a good hit. Snap missed. We're going to focus fire this bottom one and attempt to take it down. Nope. Do we have another tenor in us? Yep. Boom. We missed. Okay. There he goes with the hunting rifle. Boom. Critical hit. Boom. Another critical hit. That's huge. This thing's probably almost on death's door now. Holy shit. Okay. We're going to take another quick peek back. Not being flanked. Thank God. Boom. Yeah, these things are just tanks. He's going to sit on reaction, because I don't want to just blow the farmer away. One of them we just saw went down there. There's no reason in trying to keep these things alive or capture them alive because we need alien containment. Oh, see there, we just blew another one away with the shotgun. Okay, we're down to one left. They're all down. They don't have a chance at getting back up because they're not stunned down. They are actually down due to fatal wounds. So we don't have to worry about BMing them. But all in all, I think we can take this last one out. So we'll go ahead and in-turn. It's gonna move. So this human with a hunting rifle, he's honestly coming clutch. Oh, it looks like we've got another one maybe? Or he's just, yeah, this is another one. This is a double barrel, actually. Oh, that's what took out that alien. I saw a shotgun blast and thought that was my guy, but no, he still has his ammo, so that was a, both bores of the double barrel. The double barrel shotgun is an extremely good early game weapon. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a 10 out of 10, especially early game. Nothing really has more firepower than it in a single turn, point blank. That was not him shooting twice, that was him. The double barrel shotguns in the XCOM files are the version of double barrel shotguns which have a separate firing trigger mechanism, which allows you to shoot both tubes of the shotgun at once. Which is incredibly effective because this shotgun is 5x7 or 15x5 for one shot. The double barrel shoots the higher, the better shells, which do 15x7 that the small shotgun shoots. But then when you both bore, it's two of these, boom, boom, instantly. And it works extremely well with the lethal injection combo. Okay, they're down. That's a huge amount of points. So when the CIA found us out last episode, this completely erases that. Good stats. Abomination corpses we can see here. Abomination autopsy, which counts as a strange creature. And it's not that hard to research, so we will probably do this one. That's our promotion 1 prerequisite, along with strange creature described. So we do need to capture one. Pretty much anything will work, as you see by this list. So we do need to focus now on capturing one of those strange creatures, so that way we can actually get our promotion 1 prerequisite. Because a lot of the better gear is trapped behind that promotion 1 prerequisite. So what we're going to do now is Public Car 2, or 1. These guys are senior agents, so what I like to do is just right-click here, boom, boom, send them down to the bottom list, cycle in the new guys. The reason for that is, 1, they're now trained, they're better, so if they stay in the gym, they're going to become actually decent soldiers eventually. And the last thing we want is to train 4 guys over the course of like the next 4 months and they survive for whatever miracle. And then they die, and then now we're back to square one with our roster. We want to have a constant cycle of fresh troops in. So here we can actually give him the second clip he needs. Okay, drop save. Oh my god, yeah, he's fucking dead. Okay, so brutal. This is kind of why we switch guys in. So that's a pistol. We know he's here. So what I'm gonna do is rush here and kneel. Okay, he's probably gone back inside here. I can't get close enough, so I'm gonna step behind here. He's now back out at some point over here. This shift, I'm burning stamina to accelerate my movement. He has a shiv, so if I get in melee with him, I'm toast. So I'm gonna run back around the edge of here. Now that I'm in position with time units, I'm gonna crouch here and try to open up on him. Boom. He goes down. That's not good. But that's why I'm rushing personal protection for the things. Because this is a Makarov. Not exactly, basically not a super good gun. This guy's now dead, so we need to order a new agent immediately. You can see our damage output, even on those weird abominations, if you set it up right, isn't bad. The problem is, like we saw there, getting one shot. Getting one shot is the problem. The other thing I forgot to do immediately in this base was build facilities and hangars. Kind of a misplay. Thankfully, I don't think it'll affect us too much. So we can immediately now equip craft with the one, instantly a new rookie to take his place. And because all of our agents are training, we can see now in accuracy, generally, everybody's pretty decent. We don't have any super bad guys, except for this guy who's 41 or 51 firing accuracy. But even 51 firing accuracy isn't that bad. And to substitute that, he actually has, well, let's say almost medium average H people. But what he's really good at is throwing. 55 throwing accuracy. Now, this is useless right now, but this guy will become a great grenadier expert later on in the game because of his above average, way above average strength compared to like this guy, 27, and the ability for him to throw things over long distances. Strange life form, so just to do it we have to immediately send to, what, Trinidad, right? I don't know, I believe that was Trinidad. So we can cycle here. Okay, because we're not going in at night, it's just not an option. As we can see there, I didn't have the drop on that guy, and he just insta-killed me. So we really need the drop on these people. 66 fire accuracy. Okay, so this guy is actually really, really good. So, and you can see there by the fire extinguisher in a hand that the game auto-equips them stuff. I assume, I don't know how this works in the game, but it basically, the auto-equipped is like, I assume is 40 choke damage with 100 accuracy. Good weapon, and auto-tosses it into them. I assume that's somewhat along the lines of what the code is thinking in this game, but it is wrong. I do not want my best agent equipped with nothing but a fire extinguisher. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we'll drop another save. Immediately, I will crouch this guy. If he rounds the corner from this angle, he'll probably be out of time units. Comes out one of these doors, we'll blow him away instantly. Tuck behind the car. And crouch here, because the peripherals will watch around this corner to shoot this way and over here. We're actually just going to in-turn over and over and over again. Okay, so what I think has happened, new updates, these buildings in particular are kind of borked from what I found. Yep, so in the back, in this loading bay, specifically right here, this is where this guy's at. I don't know why it does this. So, I'm almost certain when I open this door, there will be a man. So I'm just going to come up here and there. Yep, here he is. Okay. I don't know why this is the case. If Solar Scorch ever sees this, I've noticed ever since the last couple of updates that cult apprehension missions where this building in particular is a thing, and there's only one enemy, they will spawn here. They are glitched. They will not move. So we're going to equip the taser pistol. Boom. Boom. Taser pistol, fairly accurate, especially at close ranges. It only can shoot from 5 tiles away. And we've got our Red Dawn Ganger. So this will lead to Cultist Interrogated and the Red Dawn. We are going to need one guy from every... Basically the way it works is there are like tiers in each of the 4 cults. And to get to the next progression in the cults, you need to capture them all. It's like playing Pokemon. You gotta get one from each tier. So it'll give us, you know, Red Dawn, which leads to our summary report to get to Promotion 1. So we need Cultist Interrogated and a Promotion 1 prerequisite, which are those strange creatures. So this is now 50% of our first promotion done. We also got his baseball bat. Not particularly useful, but probably could be a good stun weapon. There is a pretty funny research quote to that later on, if we see it. I won't spoil it, because it is quite funny. Oh, that was the clear inventory template, because I had not set a template yet. Re-equipped him. Create inventory template. Oh, he already has it. But there, basically, we create, and then you can apply to make them duplicated. Later on, not that useful. Earlier on, definitely useful. Church of Dagon, light pistol, and what looks like a combat knife. Well, that's a normal knife, not a combat knife. The combat knife has a rubberized grip on it. If we shoot him, he's going to immediately shoot back. So what we're going to actually do is run both agents up like this. Seems kind of insane, but because we broke line of sight, he's an idiot. So now what this is going to do is actually allow us to get around the corner. We're going to engage close quarters combat with this guy. So he definitely has reaction units left. So when I tase him, and if he doesn't go down in one go, he's going to attempt to turn and shoot. If he didn't go down in one go. But close quarter combat procs on anybody nearby, even on your turn. So what that setup does is if he did turn to shoot the guy who's trying to tase him, the agent next to him would have close quarter combat slapped the gun out of the way to hopefully save their lives. Yep, not a combat knife, just a normal knife. Light pistol, we already have this researched. It's a hunk of junk, but 20 kinetic damage is 20 kinetic damage. Wads of cash, which is literally just free cash. And the supporter of Dagon. So that's 2 of the 4, I guess, Pokemon we have to catch, if you want to think about it that way. So immediately, the car's back, and we're sending it out immediately to the strange life forms. This is why you need 3 hangars. Generally, I go 3 cars. This is night, and this is definitely a jungle mission, because of it being in Panama. So there's a 0% chance I'm taking this at night with Glocks. It's just not happening, especially since we're looking to capture whatever this is. I imagine this might be either scorpions or mainly spiders if it's a jungle mission. Yeah, wild animal. Pumpy's fine. What are they looking at? Scorpions, I was right. So, this little highlighting, sometimes it's completely dark, but you can still see a thing. That's just how the way the shadows work. But if you, same way I highlighted that Reaper in the first mission with the flashing box, you can sort of just look and find him. God, we are just ungodly surrounded. So we're actually immediately gonna, boom, blow that one away. I'm not looking to capture these, I'll be honest, for the simple reason. Let's see here, they're kind of tanky. I mean, he's just soaking Glock shots. That's why you bring a shotgun. That's also why we need non-standard weapons, which is going to allow us to actually get the shotgun upgrades. Mainly non-standard weapons is top-tier technology. We just really can't afford it because, well, you can see here, the enemies are dumb. The way the XCOM files works with this, from what I've found, and even normal XCOM, is the reason Reapers in the original XCOM were just mentally brain dead, is the way melee enemies work is they don't charge you. It's basically like if the Mega Scorpion can move in like this radius and attack, it's not going to be smart enough to go, okay, I need to move all the way here in my first turn, then here and attack. It'll just pick a random direction and wander. And then once it gets in range, then it'll go, okay, attack. Either by it randomly just wandering into range, or by you moving into it. And this is exactly why you need the extra clips on these things. So we got one here, one here, one here. So they're still all on this angle. I'm just going to turn them up just in case. There's a good chance I actually send this guy back to the car here. So I talked about the one, I realized after the video, the one female in the Reaper mission, as like she's heading towards the pile. What that's referencing is right here on this tile. Everything we bring into the mission and we see in that loading screen down here, all of that stuff is here. It's all actually on the mission, and everything we loot off of the mission is actually physically present on a tile in the mission. That's what's so unique about the original XCOM games. So we can see here, I've entered the range, so he's coming full boost. He's on his way. Jungles are pretty annoying, but thankfully in this case, the jungles are working to our advantage. One thing we could do if we're really desperate, I could actually run up with my medical bag and attempt to heal that downed Mega Scorpion to try to recover it. I'm not going to, because shock will eventually set in, and I don't have enough stims to negate the shock without really wasting. I'm just gonna hope that one of the Scorpions here I shoot eventually just like that one. I'll probably avoid shooting this one again. Try to focus on getting the other one. So that way, yep, that one's gone down. Hopefully that's not GG levels of fatal wounds. So if we can take this other one down. And how I know I'm shooting at it and not some random ass tiles, because if it's red, I'm not shooting anything. If it's gold, we are on target. So I'll move this guy up even further to try to provoke this Scorpion into charging. Well, it's not interested, because again, jungle tiles be weird like that. The other Scorpion, unfortunately, has died. So if he does come towards me like this, I'm gonna whip out the taser pistol. This could be a fucking mistake. That could be GG, but it's kind of funny. And this would be the end of my problems. We can see here the taser pistol, we need to get at least like one tile closer now to shoot. Fire, fire. And we actually took it down. Okay, so it's kind of lucky, that's risky, but I was willing to risk an agent's life there, because they are both not that good, to get our Mega Scorpion captured. So that's our strange creature described. So we can move on now. We now have everything we need to get Promotion 1, but we will not be actually going from Promotion 1 till we get our vest. On that note, research. Yeah, oh, we're still doing basic operations. Alright, we're not doing that anymore. It's just, that was a mistake. We need to be doing personal protection. Not too much time was wasted. We're still gonna need that tech. The points we've already put into it are saved. And on that note, it was average, so it's probably almost done. So we'll just keep one value point of scientist just ticking on it. Red Dawn. So we've gotten Dagon, we've gotten not Black Lotus. I don't know if we've gotten this guy yet, but he does have an axe. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run up. And this is strategy. We are actually going to drop the Glocks on the ground. What this does is they're not going to reaction shoot in terms of time units, but they will reaction shoot. And we will just carefully now move forward with the taser pistols. Wait here, he's gonna charge, hopefully reaction shot, come on. Yeah, we melee then in reaction, we actually punch him down. Red Dawn Ganger. The reason I dropped the Glocks there was because I didn't want my agent's reaction shooting the Glocks, and I didn't want to waste more time units with fumbling them in and out of the quick draw. Strange creatures, we'll send Car 2, and I think on Car 1, yeah, they're both actual agents now, so we can switch in the new rookies. The reason I'm also doing this more liberally is people are literally sponges right now. They're paper thin. They can't take damage. So if guys get trained up, I want to keep them not dead. So I'm going to sacrifice the rookies for the high risk pre any amount of body armor missions like this. So even like this guy with 65 fire and accuracy, he should honestly not be here. That's the Fenrir Wolf. That's the only one on the map. So what's gonna happen is run back here, and we're just gonna hope they don't die. It's coming. We're just gonna have to reaction shot. Holy shit! Shoot! 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 Oh my god. Okay. So there's only 1% chance we survive this, really, and this is why we brought the auto. This is where the Glock comes in. Why'd you pick the Glock? The reason? 20% time units, or 23% time units, auto, lethal injection. This. And now that it's damaged, we're actually going to YOLO on the taser. The reason for this is because damage types are a thing. This is electric. It has low time units. Holy fuck. Oh, close combat? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so we won close combat there. Wow. Okay. That was 101 on how to almost beam yourself. That is why I bring Glocks. Nothing else. No other pistol can pump out that amount of damage that quickly. And that is a note to self. Make sure you're not in close combat. That's also, you saw that basically a firework with my taser going straight into the sky. That's because I lost at close combat. That wolf deflected my taser shot and it was gonzo. So we got the corpse. Autopsy. That's actually a tough creature. So now we don't, so this is way easier. We will be not rushing it because we need promotion 1 non-standard weapons before we can get our Nitro Express. But the Nitro Express will be what we use. There's actually civilian on that map as well. We protected the lives of all XCOM allies or civilians. The reason also in the XCOM files why your soldiers get so good compared to the base game is these medals. One, because of the nature of these missions, getting medals and like perfect scores are way easier obviously than in, 12 rookie chumps flooding a small UFO out of the Sky Ranger. But the medals also give stats. I think they gave stats in the early game. Or in the first game, maybe. But here, like, surviving and stuff. Obviously, like, the uniqueness of, like, solid or, generally, your, your rookies don't survive to actually earn any medals ever. So when it comes to actually earning rank ups and medals and generally surviving missions at all is very unique to the XCOM files. So we're 4 days off our gym, so we're still en route to return to the base. So we're right outside the door. So what we're gonna do is we know that we're gonna equip craft that this actually has good people on it, and then we'll cycle in. See, now we're back to the senior agent, so they're going back out. The cycling, it's kind of arbitrary when I do it, if I'm being completely honest. So here, I'm not even looking at the Terminator, but I can tell by Alaska it's somewhere over here, so it's probably day. But also, there will be a symbol here when it's nighttime. When it's true nighttime, there will be a symbol. But if you land here, it'll mainly be dusk, so this still has a chance to be dusk rather than actual daytime. But it is bright enough to not get me at disadvantage. So we can see here, it's not actually nighttime, it's only dusk. So we're gonna do this. Yep, Andy's gone. That was an Exalt guy, if you didn't see in the little, like, 5 frames he was showing by the balaclava. But, yeah, I wasn't taking any risk with getting blown away there. Drop another save. Cattle mutilation. We'll take the pump shotgun just in case, but I don't think we'll use it. Generally what this mission is there's a farmer on the map, and we've got to go tase and arrest him. Yep, here he is. Well, he has a pump shotgun, so that's the dangerous part. Now, even though he's flashing red, he is just a innocent farmer who's got abducted by aliens. He's sawn too much, and his cattle got slaughtered. So we can't actually kill him. He's not very competent with that shotgun, but he still has pump shotgun. And holy fuck. Okay, so you can see here we are extremely injured. 3 fatal wounds. Now we have 3 turns to finish this. So generally, it's just going to be a YOLO. I'm going to run up behind this tree, and we're going to pray to God. So we've actually lost an agent. Could be a squad wide. So he's actually dead on this turn if he doesn't tase the farmer. Yeah, that is why I need the personal protection first. I need this farmer. I can't kill him. I actually lose points, and it counts as XCOM killing a civilian, so it's like minus 60. So if I killed the farmer here, I lose a guy, and I lose this. This is like a negative 70-point mission if I kill him. If that taser pistol would have missed, I would have gunned them down. It's not worth losing all of the craft and the weapons and another guy to lose that little points, but we'll just go ahead and purchase just a fuck ton of these. We will use taser shot clips for the rest of the game. So we lost a rookie, so that's sad, but generally, agents aren't cheap. They really aren't, but if we go to graphs here, we're on the steady uptrend for graphs. I can't really, when there was a possibility we could have beat that mission, couldn't really risk us being seen it there. Here, you can see it won't be that way forever. Hopefully. We can just create inventory loadout, copy paste over here. Giant beetle. Okay. Nothing crazy. We're just gonna rush it. It's probably the only giant beetle. The reason we're gonna rush it is because we don't want this idiot wandering over close to it. Yeah, we can already see her suicidally posturing herself towards this giant beetle. I'm looking to just blow this beetle away, call it a day, not lose any points. Most melee enemies like this aren't really a threat. We're just going to take another spin here, just to make sure we're not getting flanked by a sneaky beetle, hiding behind a stump or tree post behind us, and we'll just keep firing. This is also why I use the Glocks. They're the most accurate spammable pistol for your rookies. They're the accuracy ups. Beetle Corpse, which also counts as our strange creature. Is it easier to research? It's the same. So we might as well do Fenrir, because Fenrir counts for a 2-for-1. We're eventually going to research everything we've ever gotten, quite frankly. That plus sign down there, what this means is he's remaining... So we have a spare slot, but not really, because soldiers obviously can't hit the gym if they have gunshot wounds in them and stuff like that. So we have technically one remaining training capacity, but not really. So we can see here, now our team is actually going towards more of the 60 firing accuracy rather than the, low 50s into the even 40s. So there's our gym. Thank God for personal projection. Immediately, that tech doesn't give us anything, it's just a gateway into the Kevlar vest. Personal projection covers bulletproof coats, Kevlar vest, and leather coats. Kevlar vest come... my bad. Personal projection covers leather coat, which is okay, but it's meh. The main thing personal projection grants us bulletproof coat design, which that requires improved undercover operations and Dur Thread, which is later. Bulletproof coats are definitely amazing to invest in. And leather coats, which I think if we go to base and purchase, we can now see, leather coat. So you can see your front armor, it's a little bit better. It's worse at resisting incendiary and cutting. And, well, actually, it's an 80% reduce, so it's actually better against cutting. So you can see your incendiary, so incendiary does 50% more damage to the normal guys. Here, it's a 20% resist to chem, cutting, and incendiary, so it's better against, not getting clapped. So it's not bad. Anti-E115. Yeah, don't ask. I'll be honest, even I don't know what the fuck that is. There are, like, Doom weapons, like the BFG 9000 you can get in this game. I've never gotten it. But they sound insane, and probably are insane, and they probably erase the entire map. So here's all the rest of our guys, immediately our new rookies. Train, 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 train. So, standouts of this class immediately, 63, 63, 60. Those are good. The only real disappointment is this 49 guy. But, of course, he has actually really good melee, decent throwing, way below average strength, but the gym will fix that. He has really good stamina, which is important for carrying grenades, throwing grenades, so he's actually a good thrower. So even, that's the way you have to view these, is even though he has low firing accuracy, with a submachine gun at close range and grenades and the right throwables, this guy could be infinitely more useful than, say, this guy. Send out the car. We'll patrol. When this slot fills, I'll probably get a third car. Here's our basic operations. XCOM dogs, cover sportsman, crowbar acquisition. We're going to dump the last guy into the vest. On the terms of XCOM dogs, I'm going to try dogs again. I normally don't do dogs because my general frame of mind for playing XCOM is more bullets downrange better. The more bullets I can send downrange, the better. It's like an AK-47 or something? No, it's a crossbow. Yeah, so we're just gonna... This is a Dagon guy. We already have Dagon. So we're just gonna blow him away. I'm not gonna risk getting one shot by this meme weapon of a crossbow. It's not really worth my agent's life to get pooped on by a crossbow. For this episode, I think we're gonna try to finish up to the end of this month. Would be a good place. So we can see the fruits of our effort. Obviously in each episode, especially later on, we're not going to be able to always complete 1 month. But I think, especially in the early game, to sort of blow through this as fast as possible, skip all these early missions that can be pretty boring to watch. Because it's literally just me spinning, identifying, and I hear he's probably here, or here, and then walking out like this, and then waiting. Nope. So, didn't see those. He's down here. And we can walk. And then we walk. This is actually the wrong path. No, he's entered here. Okay. This is a Red Dawn guy. We already have Red Dawn. So we're just gonna, again, blow him away. There is a use to getting multiple of each member of the cults. So what we can actually do now is expend all remaining time units. So what we're going to do on both these guys is, I know for a fact he doesn't have enough to close the gap and kill me. So I'm just going to keep expending all the time units on both these people, and waiting for him to either bleed out and go down. Mainly what I'm waiting for, I'm just going to wait for him to bleed out and go down, or get close enough to me to where I can whip out the tasers and dash towards him and stun him. This is definitely the pussy strat, but that is a bill hook, and I have no armor. And the thing is even if I have good armor, melee weapons in this game are actually good. The higher your Kevlar is not resistant to cutting damage. So good melee weapons with people who are proficient in them can actually just murder somebody. So what we're gonna have to do, I'm kind of sick of this, is we're just gonna posture ourselves aggressively, and we will do the proper switcheroo with these. So I'm just going to ever so quickly, close the gap till something like this happens, rush forward, and attempt to tase him, and then immediately rush forward with him, tase, and he's gone down, we've captured him. So we already have a Red Dawn Ganger, but he is useful. He's pretty easy to research, and there are mainly him in particular. He's type 1, so there's only some basic dossier, like maybe this Martin Jack Kubko, fucking hell, what a name is that? But mainly staff manuals, some different things. These are all later on. But yeah, then we can send this guy, well, car 2 to crop circles. Crop circles, this is another like farmer type mission. Okay, so this is normal. I won't ruin another surprise that can come along with these missions. So we hear, this is a sawed-off double barrel. The sawed-off double barrel is my weapon of choice for marksmen to carry as sidearms. The reason for this is this looks long, but that is short enough to fit in the quick draw. So what you can do is, because it's also a double barrel, you can pull both bores in one go. So the meta is you put it in your quick draw, and when somebody approaches your marksman with their long range rifle, is then you whip out for extremely low amounts of time units the sawed-off double barrel and pull both triggers and blow them away immediately. This guy's probably dead. I fucked that. Thought he had more time units. Nope. Thank God he survived. Reason I said that is there's a good chance he just walks here and blows me away through the window. He's here. Pull shock pistol, and he's gone. Yeah, that's why I want the double barrel for myself. Shit. This might actually be a stack wipe. We're gonna wait around the corner like this. Duck back around the corner. Even that was dangerous because there's a chance he clips me around the corner. At this point, I'm gonna try to kill him. I can't really risk him blowing me away. Yeah. XCOM. Corpse recovered -90. XCOM, see, like, -85. This is terrible. We got our alien fuel trace, is kind of what we came here for. And we got the sawed off, which leads to the buckshot ammo, so it's good research. Human farmer corpse, that's just something we have to sell and also lose money. It's disappointing, and we lost an actual good agent, but we couldn't risk it getting blown away by the double barrel. That's why we need these Kevlar vests. He would have tanked that with the Kevlar vest. That is why we desperately need better armor than just literal suits against shotguns. Another crop circles will send the full car and actually refill this car. Break the senior agent. We're actually going to cycle all of the good agents down now, and we're going to start going through the new rookies because, well, quite frankly put, they can be the ones to tank the double barrel shotgun farmers instead of the better troops. You can see here, we're definitely going to have to patrol. Of course. Another random event of whatever BS monster losing us. So that's why on that first mission, so we just had -66 from that event, -90 from that thing. So that's why on that first farmer, I was so like, even I was like one turn from bleeding out and losing everything. I was so insistent on trying to finish the mission because we get in these positions. Fucking hell. Okay, see, this is simply when I open the door, and we're gonna try to take him down. So he's down. Holy hell. Wow, this is brutal. This right here, sawed off, dude. Holy hell. Abductive farmers are useful. We get all of this. The main thing is, most of this is ass. It's just kind of filler. Main thing we're looking for is alien abduction, alien harvest, information upload. Those three. So we do need, it gives one for free of 22, so we do need to, mainly these are all we can't get, they depend on other things. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's a 3 out of 11 chance we actually get what we need. So we do actually have to roll quite a few abducted farmers. Well, thank God, it was only the rookie. So we can immediately then, we're actually missing 2 now, buy more. You can see how expensive this gets and why I'm rushing armor. Our ability to output damage consistently has been proven to not be our problem, but it is getting one shot by any old farmer. The old man on the farm, you open the door, he blows you away with the shotgun. Copy that. Because even this is what happens when you have rookies. This guy's so weak he can't even hold the basic. This is a strange monster, so we'll dump the shot clip. It's only a beetle. It's 10%, so we just need to rush it. Just, rush him down. It's actually multiple beetles, that's annoying. And he's climbing the mountain. This one's gonna eat the civilian. That blows. Shoot at the up the mountain one. And rookies suck, rookies suck, rookies suck. So we actually saw another one on our spin up here. So we'll go ahead and close the cap on that one. Oh shit, that's a fire beetle. So this actually has a range attack. Maybe? I don't know. That singular red pixel is giving me PTSD. It's basically a flamethrower beetle. I don't think it is one, because it doesn't have the unique thing on it. But there's still a chance that it is, because of that red pixel. I imagine that's a tile glitch, more than the actual... No. I can't... That... What is that fucker? I don't know. We'll find out when we shoot it. It's either going to incinerate this guy in about 2 seconds, or when it dies, it'll explode into a thing of flames. It's looking like it might incinerate that guy more than anything. Fancy need to check. Yeah, okay. So this is what I'm talking about, why you need to keep moving around. We were almost just eaten by that alien beetle. That one went down. Didn't even see this guy back here. He's ready to run up and eat me from behind. And this guy, tricksy bugger. Here he's down, ran up behind the rock formation to hide. Yeah, this game can really eat you alive. If you don't know what you're looking at or what you're looking for, you can really just get lost in the sauce of where the enemies are and where they're going. That's why I have like, you notice when I move my agents, they're moving extremely, extremely fast. That is not default. They will, if you watched anyone else play XCOM, usually the agents or the soldiers move pretty slow. The reason I have them on max, well, barely any points, because Cillian died. Good stats, though, around the board and the beetle corpses. The reason my guys move so fast is I know what I'm doing. I know where I want my guys to move and how they want to move. So I'm not worried about over-moving them or anything like that. But what I am concerned about is where my bullets are flying, what are going on with my bullets, and what's going on with the enemies and where they're moving. So that's why my guys move super fast and everything else moves slow. Because I'm trying to, I guess in Call of Duty terms, basically sound whore where the enemies are if you hear all those doors opening all the time. And that's what I'm doing with that on certain missions. I'm literally listening to every door, knowing it's a Smith & Wesson revolver. But it'll be like, if I hear a click click, I know that's a normal door. If I hear a big like metal thing opening and closing, I know that's a metal door. I'm just like full on sound whoring. Can't get close enough. This is a Dagon guy. What we're gonna do now, you can run up behind him like this, and then just immediately rush him. So that's close quarters combat. You can see him spinning around like that uselessly. Because he tried to shoot my guy, he won close quarters combat. I need the Dagon guy. I need him for the research, so it's worth throwing those two rookies into the meat grinder, because there's a fairly good chance that he would be unable to kill. There's a good chance that it was impossible for him to kill both. We got our Kevlar vest done. So the next thing is immediately non-standard weapons, please. And Kevlar vest. I will get 20 Kevlar vest. This is pretty unique to me. I buy everybody Kevlar vest. I make sure every soldier in every base always has the latest armor and weapons. That cost a lot of money. Like a lot of money compared to what other people in this game play. If you ever watch the Luce and Ben, who I brought up before, and they play, they literally only have the equipment for the men they put on the ship. The reason I don't do that is because base assaults are a thing. You're not going to get base assaulted in the early game, but base assaults are a thing. And sorry, I'm just trying to track this guy down. He might have fucking juked me. Nope, there he is. Holy shit. That is an S. Oh, it's newsy. That is, again, we'll be using here in a second. Uzis are super good. Well, actually, that's like a Scorpion. Take that back. We will not be using that weapon. The Scorpion is bad. Yep, Scorpion SMG. We're going to be using the Uzi. Uzi has a better auto fire, better accuracy, better base damage, even if the Uzi's base damage is horrendously low. For rookies at close range, the auto shot is just too good to pass up. Our new agents, so we can throw them into training. And here comes the first of the month. Boom. So we actually got 766 for our monthly rating. Pretty solid overall. I'm pretty pleased with that. Balance. Barely any money because our maintenance is so high. This is pretty common. And everybody was pretty much happy with us. This is another thing. They're all happy by this notation here. This is another thing they have to fix. When they added all the countries, it stretches so far it goes off the page. In the original game, you'd have like, I don't know, countries to maybe freaking here, max in Australia, but now there's literally almost every country in the world. Our Kevlar vest are here. The little trick is here you can click here and go to Kevlar, do that manually. That is annoying. If you have a craft in your base, you can hit armor, equip Kevlar vest, and then just right click on every guy. Boom, 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 boom. I do Kevlar vest on everybody. For a lot of reasons. One, it's about the principle. Every guy I want to have the best armor. But in case of a base assault, and these vests will remain useful, because when I set up the next base, what will happen is I'll ship these vests to the next base. You know, they'll hold the B team gear if it ever becomes a pinch. I can also resell the Kevlar vest. I can't see them now, but they can be sold for way less money than I bought them. They're not that expensive, and it saves a ton of time on the micro game, or I guess the macro management of the game of, okay, put 2 guys in the car, armor, blah blah blah, switch. I just know that every guy has a Kevlar vest. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to fool with that. I don't have to play around with that. So it's the first of the month now. We've got Kevlar vest. We've got our Promotion 1 prerequisites, and we're researching non-standard weapons. So this was definitely a good time to quit and call it here. Thank you for watching the XCOM Files 2.6, and I will see you in the next episode.